I was diagnosed with MND in 2020, and it changed my whole world in a few seconds. I was 33 and my son was born not long before. I had pneumonia and had to have a tracheostomy. I had to spend 9 weeks in the hospital. MND is difficult to live with. I've had times I wanted to give up. I just snapped out of it. I think it's important to try and have a positive attitude. I'm a massive lifelong Manchester United fan, and I can feel the glory days coming back. Come on, you Red Devils.
Quite early on, we discussed voice banking, which is a way in which patients can record or bank their voice through making recordings of words and phrases, which are then used to create a synthesised voice, which can be downloaded to a communication aid for future use. As Steve's MND progressed, he eventually required a tracheostomy, and following this, he lost the ability to speak naturally. We were able to set him up with a communication aid which he could control through eye gaze because he was no longer able to use his hands.
Without this, yeah, he would be absolutely snookered.
Yeah, he would.
This is a lifesaver for him.
Absolutely.
When his sister comes at the weekends and his brother-in-law and his nephew, they'll be in here sat either side and he can have a chat with them.
Exactly.
Because of this.
Exactly.
So without this.
The device has an integral camera which picks up reflections of the user's eye movements, and this then converts them into on-screen mouse movements. So Steve, as he's looking around the screen, he's able to move a mouse around by moving his eyes. He can then select letters to build words and phrases and talk to the people around him.
I'll be the new poster boy for MND. The eye gaze is essential for me. I can talk to my mates, do shopping, control my TV and tell people off when they annoy me.
As motor neurone disease progresses, patients' swallowing and speech can both be affected by weakness of the muscles. This can make swallowing really difficult for people, and they can be at high risk of choking or food and fluids entering their lungs, which can lead to chest infections. Steve was very motivated to continue to try tastes, but wanted to do so in a safe way. So we researched some equipment called BioZoom. You use a liquid and you're able to create a flavoured foam, and the bubbles have a really strong flavour of that liquid. When we put those on the patient's tongue, they dissolve without the need for swallowing. So a patient like Steve can enjoy a flavour or a taste, but without the risk of things going into his airway.
We've been doing this martini, thank you to his sister for that. And we do Vimto Steve likes, he likes orange and pineapple. See, I know when he wants me to put the spoon back because Steve's got eyes up for and down for when he's had enough.
It's amazing to try tastes again. I've tried lots of tastes. My favourite so far is passion fruit martini.
It's really brilliant to be able to support a patient to achieve their goals and to give them more choice, better quality of life, and just seeing the expression on his face when he enjoys those tastes and flavours. It's one of the most rewarding parts of what we do as speech and language therapists.
And I just want to say, if you have MND like me, it might seem like there is no hope, but we don't know what the future holds. Be strong, be brave, and never give up.
Absolutely.